Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video. You know, I find it very hard to believe that it is November already. It's been a crazy year. I guess today it's just going to be a quick video. I'm going to do the mead tasting for the month, and I also want to give you guys a little bit of an apology. So before we get to the mead tasting, like I said, I want to give you guys a little bit of an apology. It's been kind of a crazy year for me. A lot of ups and downs. And the thing is at the beginning of the year, I had this fantastic idea. I thought it was fantastic to make a mead for each one of the Greek gods, using things that represented them, a lot of symbolism. I told a little bit of a story for each one, but then life kind of got in the way. And I only ended up doing 6 of the Greek gods. For those of you that don't know, I was able to get through Zeus, Hera, Ares, Hermes, Aphrodite, and Apollo. I did kind of have plans for the other ones, but I wasn't able to procure certain ingredients I needed for some of the gods' meads. And it just kind of threw everything off. So that's kind of why they kind of fell to the wayside. That, and as I said, a lot of things came up throughout the year. I wasn't able to keep my eye on some of the meads that needed a lot of TLC. For example, the Zeus mead. I will tell you this right now, it failed completely from what I wanted. I was looking for a high ABV and it just didn't hit I think it crapped out at about, it was like 15.2%, something like that. The other ones, I haven't tasted them or anything. Like I said, I just became so busy. I put them off to the side. And they're basically just bulk aging for now. I still have plans for videos for the rest of the year, but starting next year, I really want to take another crack at the Greek god meads. I will be maybe tweaking the meads that I have done, the Greek god meads. I might tweak them a little bit, but honestly, we'll probably wait to see for the one-year tastings and go from there. And I will be a lot more on the ball with the Greek god meads that I haven't done, because some of them I really was winging it down to the bottom wire of figuring out the symbolisms for those Greek gods. Some of them are really tough to figure out, but I think I have it now. Again, they will be very experimental, but I like doing that kind of fun experimental symbolisms type of stuff. It really drives you into a direction of making meads that you never really thought of. So that's that. And speaking of experimental meads, let's move on to our mead tasting for the month. So the mead we're going to be tasting today is called Sight. And like I said, this one just kind of came by chance. I honestly forget what I was recording or researching at the time, but I came across it was honestly like one paragraph or one sentence or two. It said there was a recipe that dates back to 1660 that if you make this recipe, it's supposed to allow you to see fairies. Hence the name Sight. Because I saw it, I thought it was just really interesting, so I thought I'd try to turn it into a mead, because that's what we do. So it didn't say proportions. It didn't say if you're supposed to eat it or make a tea with it. I don't know, but well, hold on, let me grab my notes. It had a number of things in it. It was mostly herbs, and like I said, they're supposed to help you see fairies. And once I did the research on each of the ingredients and like what they symbolize, it made sense why people would think that this would help you see fairies. But let's give it a little bit of a pour. There is a fair amount of sediment in this, but I'm not too worried about that. It's not too bad. It's not overly sweet. It almost tastes like a marshmallowy flavor. Not like sweet like a marshmallow. I don't know how I describe it. It's marshmallowy. I wonder how this would taste over ice. I'm just gonna grab, I have just a little bit left. I'm just gonna grab an ice cube and I'm gonna put it in there, let it sit for a second, and then I'll try it again. Okay, so I threw 2 in there because they're not like giant fancy ice cubes or anything. But it sat for a little bit, and now let's give it a try, see if there's any difference. Oh, well, that is quite lovely. Still get that marshmallowy taste. Putting it on ice honestly made it way better. So I'm just gonna rate this real quick. 1 being it's absolutely disgusting, dump the bottle, it's gross, to 10 being it's perfect, there's no way to change it. Tasting it at room temperature, I'm gonna say it was probably about a 6. It wasn't too bad. Putting it on ice though, to me that bumps it up to about a 7.5. It makes it that much better. If you do make this mead exactly like I followed it, I'll put the mead making video for this down in the comment or down in the description below. But if you do follow it exactly like I did it, drink it on ice. Wow, that is great. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and as always, I hope you have a great day. Happy brewing, and cheers, my friends. That is just genuinely